10 minutes, 10 questions. Jon Graves. This last year, how was it this last year for you?
This year was good. It was better than last year, and last year was better than the year before. We did things a little bit differently than we've done. We got a routine down, tried to take the boys more toward their dreams and their goals, and I started cooking more often here at home.
Good. That was something you did new this year?
Yeah, well, the first year was crazy for me. I'm trying to adapt to everything as a single dad, and we ate out, I would say, probably 80% of the time.
Wow.
And I think we're down to eating out maybe 10% at most.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great. And it's healthier, and it's cheaper. I save some money.
And you're having fun cooking?
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun.
How about the boys? Are they cooking with you?
No, not yet. I mean, they try. I mean, they'll scramble the eggs every once in a while or whatever. But yeah, I try to keep the small kitchen, so I try to keep, less movement's better.
Move fast forward. Fatherhood. What
Yeah.
are you grateful most for this past year in fatherhood?
The kids are getting older, and I've watched them go through something really hard, really tragic, and watching them become more of the men that I think they want to be. Rather than me wanting and projecting on them, they're turning into their own people right now. And my oldest son's playing electric guitar, my youngest plays drums like a madman. It's amazing, and it's fun for me to watch them take on new character traits and personas and become, like I said, young men. It's amazing to see.
Career. How's life in the career front now that you're now into your third year?
Yeah, third year. That's one thing I want to change this year. I'm looking at what's the next step for me. I think at least the first 2 years for me were trying to get by, trying just to make it through and help these guys make it through too. And then last year was I'm kind of restless. Gosh, what should I do now? And I think we've settled into a pretty good routine, but I think this year I'm looking to do something else with my life. I'm not sure what that is yet, but I want to find out what that is. Yeah, I think that the biggest thing for me, rather than try to push something on my kids, and I think you do the same thing, I would much rather have them drive me into their passions instead of the opposite. So we'll go out and play catch with the football, we'll play baseball together. It's a lot of fun, but when they have an interest that is over and above that, and they actually want to go do that in their spare time, I'd much rather pour into that. Okay. The coolest thing about it not being sports related is, as a dad, if they were in sports, I'd have to sit on the sidelines and watch.
Right.
They're playing music now, and unfortunately for them, they need a singer in their band. So I'm that guy, but it gives me the opportunity to jump in and get involved with what they're doing. So we really have a very cool, closely knit family structure right now. What I've watched with the boys in growing into their own people and beginning to build, what I see is that now they have dreams, which is a big thing because I think, shortly after their mom died, we were all just in a fog and didn't really know where to go, what to do, with the future of our lives, just trying to make things get by one day at a time.
Right.
And now they have something. Now they've got something that they get really excited about. So that's cool. And so I get involved with that, which is great. But as a single person, an adult that doesn't get much adult interaction, I'm at the same time very excited that they have their own thing, and I can take a step back, not be as go all the time with them.
Right.
And try to develop, maybe not a separate life, but my own
identity.
Life's tough for everybody. We all face challenges, divorce, whatever. But it shapes you a bit, and it helps you to if you have this type of personality, to go on with hope and still look ahead and see that you can still accomplish certain things. You can still do what is on your heart. It may be harder, but I believe in doing hard things anyway. So I think there are people who choose to move forward. There are people who don't, but I'm one of those people who does, and so are you. And I think that for the most part, single dads can do this thing. I mean, we can all choose to move forward, no matter what we face. And I'm watching that with my kids too. They really have the same attitude. It's awesome.
What is the best advice you ever received as a single parent?
I think you told me that, well, I guess there are two. The first is that if you can get through the first year on your own, then you have a much clearer head and you can begin to make some really solid decisions. But don't make any big decisions relationship-wise
Yeah.
in that first year. And that was invaluable. The second thing is to, and maybe you told me the same thing, be present, be there in the moment with your kids, because it's not going to last forever. And I think that there's so much to be said for that. We could all think about what we want to do and try to invest our time in certain things that take us away from maybe what the kids need.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they suffer for that.
Right.
So it's not going to last. You know, how much we got? 10 years left of this?
Yeah.
At most?
It's gone.
Yeah. So yeah, no carbs after 6. That's my thing.
So that's your health goal for 2011. How about social goals for 2011? Do you have any trips planned or any?
I would love to take the boys to Europe. I'm trying to save up for a trip to London and Paris. I've got a timeshare that I want so desperately out of, but I still have it, so I figured might as well use it since I got it.
Great goal.
Yeah.
Great goal. How about individual, social or goal for yourself in 2011?
To personal trips or
Yeah, just a
anything
personal
like that?
goal for you.
You know, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. That goes along with, you know, what I want to do with my life again. You know?
Right.
So this year is going to be a big year for me to try to figure out me, you know. Not just me as a dad, but who am I beyond being a dad.
So Jon Graves is work in progress in 2011.
Absolutely.
And the journey begins.
It begins today, yeah.
All right. Happy New Year, sir.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, brother.
Good to see you.
Take care.